Please welcome Infiniti Executive Design Director, Alfonso Albaissa.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Infiniti. I'm so pleased to be back in Detroit. Actually, my voice left yesterday night, but I'm still here and very happy to be here. Like the Q30 concept we showed in Frankfurt, this concept is another daring leap for Infiniti. After the successful launch of the new Q50, we asked ourselves, what would this look like if it had amazing power? If it could run tracks like no other? What if it was limitless? And of course, what is ultimate performance done Infiniti's unique way? Eau Rouge concept expresses this vision of Q50. Infiniti Red Bull Racing is the 4-time Formula One world champion. Of course, we're inspired by this. But in Eau Rouge, we also found inspiration in that daring of that most famous corner of the Spa circuit that requires bravery. Red-blooded bravery, cold-blooded certainty, and of course, excellence. Infiniti has this, Red Bull Racing has this, and Eau Rouge concept has this as well. Clearly a Q50, but it's lower, it's wider, taking a much more bullish, muscular stance. With a taller hood, pumped up front and rear fenders, packaging something that I'm sure Johan doesn't want me to talk too much detail about today. But here we are, inspired by Infiniti's involvement in Formula One, the science of art and aerodynamics. This is Eau Rouge. Up front, it has a high-set double-arch Infiniti grille with sculpted twin wings below that direct the wind through and under the car. Moving around the side, twin wing rockers clear the airflow behind the front wheel and later collect the air to cool the rear brakes. Integrated ceramic exhaust and of course a rear F1 center fog lamp all echo RB9 race car. Overall, sculpted muscularity, aerodynamics, bursting from under the skin power, all done with Infiniti artistry. Inside, we have special red carbon fiber detailing, a very high grip sports steering wheel, and F1 style paddle shifters. The moment you're in the car, you immediately feel in control. Ladies and gentlemen, the Q50 Eau Rouge is Infiniti raised to the power of 4. Based on the seductive lines of the Q50 sports sedan, we deliver this fiercer, more aggressive design. The Eau Rouge concept is proof of our commitment to products that make the heart beat faster, using the design that seduces and performance inspires. The Eau Rouge concept is one example of the bright future of Infiniti. But now, here to tell you more about what's going on here in the US, please welcome Vice President, Infiniti Americas, Michael Barsh.
Thank you, Alfonso.
Thank you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this completely redefines the meaning of candy apple red. It's the new benchmark. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Great to be here. It's now just a little over 100 days since I joined Infiniti. Certainly enough time to get some strong impressions and enjoy some really interesting challenges. My main focus has been on launching the Q50. The latest vehicle leading our transition into the Tier 1 premium segment. Our expectations this fiscal year, on March 31st, is to end with a total of 125,000 retail sales, one of our best ever results. This success has been substantially driven by the Q50, which has given us 2 all-time record months in November and December of this past year. In just 2 months, just the last 2 months, we've sold more than 10,000 Q50s, and most importantly, 51% of the customers are new to Infiniti. The vehicle has already received plenty of accolades from media and industry alike, with 5-star ratings both in Europe and the US NCAP crash tests, a top safety rating from the UK Insurance Institute, and a top safety Pick Plus rating from the Institute for Highway Safety here in the United States. The Q50 is indeed one of the safest vehicles on the road, and whilst we're extremely happy with record sales, our focus is not on quantity, but rather on the quality of our business. With quality, sales will come as a matter of course. As I look forward to the next year, our major task is to continue building the reach of the Infiniti brand. We have to let people know its premium nature. We need to make it easier for our customers to experience Infiniti so they can discover for themselves what we have to offer compared to the mainstream luxury car brands. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are only represented in 58% of the luxury market. So longer term, it's critical we expand our portfolio to become more active and appealing in Tier 1 segments. You can see this happening with the Q30 and potentially with the Q50 Eau Rouge. New products like these will certainly go a long way to helping us build critical mass in North America and make major contributions to Infiniti's global momentum. Here to tell you a little more about our plans in the future, please welcome Infiniti President Johan de Nijssen. Johan, thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Q50 Eau Rouge, oh, that name, Eau Rouge. You see, this is what happens when you have a French guy leading your global marketing team. The Q50 Eau Rouge is the latest example of how the future of Infiniti is being driven by groundbreaking design. At this point, Eau Rouge is a vision. It is a concept. But it endeavors to answer the question, can we be a leading aspirational premium brand without a performance product? And of course, the answer has to be no. Performance is an essential part of who we are. Now, does this mean that we are going to put this concept into production? I absolutely insist. But first, we have a lot of work to do. If we decide to move forward with Eau Rouge, we already have a very clear idea of what the car should deliver. Infiniti enthusiasts here in North America and all over the world will have very high expectations of a leading-edge performance car. To begin with, they'll likely demand an engine with more than 500 horsepower, plenty of torque, and a performance-tuned suspension and drivetrain, and of course, the handling dynamics to go with it. Now, through our various alliance partners, we have access to a wide range of engine options, all capable of producing more than 800 Newton meters of torque. So we are a little bit spoiled for choice. In-house, we have access to state-of-the-art, large capacity, lightweight, naturally aspirated V8 that with a bit of tender love and care would probably be seduced into releasing an avalanche of eyeball-distorting torque. Or, of course, we could take that brilliant V6 that is doing duty in the Q50 today, introduce it to a pair of turbochargers and create a ménage à trois, there you go, the French again, which could truly stir your soul. Or, of course, we could also discuss over pretzels and beers with our alliance partners to truly consummate this marriage made in heaven. Now, we are working on all of these options, and only time will tell where it all leads. But what I can tell you is that we are having a huge amount of fun in taking Infiniti to where it has never been before. Now, it's time to change gears. For the enthusiasts, we'll change the gears manually. Now, as you know, Infiniti turns 25 this year. And while I wasn't here personally, I believe it was Infiniti that put the international into the International Auto Show here in Detroit when we introduced the Infiniti brand to this market right here 25 years ago. Well, at 25 years, we are, of course, still a relatively young brand, but we have in that time established quite a formidable presence here in the US market. And we are now about 18 months into the next phase of the evolution of this brand, moving from our US-centric focus and now reaching out and taking the Infiniti brand global. We have a new independent company. We have a new headquarters. We have a new management team. We are entering new markets. We are building new factories. And we are developing new products. Things are happening at Infiniti. Our product portfolio is expanding significantly. As an entry to the compact segment, we introduced the Q30 concept, which you can see right over there, to the world at the Frankfurt Auto Show in September. And the production version will reach these shores in 2015. Then, sometime after, we will add a high-performance luxury flagship, and on top of that, a stunning brand halo vehicle. These new products, along with many new powertrains and our growing global markets, with this expanded portfolio, will take us well beyond 500,000 units by 2020. And at that volume level, we are large enough to be a significant player in the premium segment, yet small enough to be a compelling, exclusive alternative to the other brands competing in the sector. Now, speaking of global markets, on Saturday, I was in Beijing for the Infiniti Brand Festival, which we held in their indoor Olympic Stadium. Quite a terrific venue. Along with several thousand Infiniti fans, plus another 2.5 million people who followed the event on television. And of course, there was also Katy Perry, who performed in China for Infiniti for the very first time. And I can tell you that it was tremendously energizing to feel the enthusiasm for Infiniti in the world's largest car market. China, of course, has to be a key part of our global growth strategy. And to support it, we will open a production facility there later this year. So, ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake. We are very hard at work in building our momentum. Every day, every vehicle, every customer, in every Infiniti market around the world. And Infiniti will continue to grow by challenging the status quo. And whether it is in the areas of design, performance, product, or brand, Infiniti will continue to surprise. I can tell you that after 25 years, we're only just beginning. And so, to conclude, thank you, Michael, thank you, Alfonso, and thank you to you all for joining us this morning. My colleagues and I would now like to invite you to take a closer look at the Q50 Eau Rouge concept. Thank you very much.